Alright, let's, my mic works, right? Oh. Yeah, much better. Alright, well, this is a Backyard Football 2002 playthrough where we are going to try to score as many points as possible per game. I did actually try to do the team setup, but my mic wasn't working. And I'm not going to run through all that again. I will talk a little bit about what we're doing here, but not much, and then we're just pretty much just going to go right into the gameplay. Mostly just because, I don't know, it's not worth it. It's fine. It's pretty simple. The idea is that we're going to score as many points as possible. This is the most broken character in the game. He gains points for individual awards, so we're going to end up just feeding him the ball a ton, and then he'll just end up being really good. This is the best quarterback in the game. This is actually, in the past, has been the best player in the game for me, but I did a run recently where this guy was having a lot of issues. I don't know, it was kind of interesting. Just a minute, I gotta work on something. Alright, well, that should be good. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we're just gonna pretty much get right into the games. If you have any questions, just post them, just ask me. Shoot, didn't I edit this line up? Apparently not. So let's do that. Some of the things I'm doing, most of the things I'm doing have purpose. I just not necessarily sitting down and explaining literally everything. This is for future proofing. She's the kicker, but this is also for future proofing. This is pretty much the defense. The only question is I'm thinking about putting Keisha Phillips here. Oh, that's right. This is a thing. So Keisha Phillips and Terrell Davis are my two best defenders, and fatigue is a huge part of this game. So figuring out who you don't want to be playing offense and who you don't want to be playing defense is kind of a big deal. In this case, it's the quarterback and the best player in the game that isn't the best player in the game yet. He kind of sucks right now, but he should only suck for one game. So I think I'm gonna turn the music back on and see what it sounds like. Alright, let's see if you guys can hear me while the music's playing. You guys hear that? Yeah, it's kind of loud. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, I'm going to turn it off. It's just too much. Just a little bit too much. Yeah, so let's just start.
Football season is finally here.
I like to let this run, but we're not sure for the audience, but not
Isaac, back to receive.
Oh my goodness,
Keisha
I have a kicker this time.
I
did a run of this recently where I didn't have a kicker. It was really, really bad. Well, it wasn't bad. It just
on their own.
So the idea is that I'm going to try to
hang on.
Yes. 3 seconds to score. All right. The goal is you kind of have to hit 120 points every game. That's kind of like the benchmark. It's not necessarily, I mean, that's kind of the win. Really, it's 100 points. It's just kind of ends up being. This team's kind of tall.
That's some good football there, I tells ya.
I scored. That's the important thing. We're going to go for 2 every single time. Eventually, I should be able to get it this time. Apparently not today.
First down and 20. I got this. Send it out. It is caught and brought down at the 40-yard line. First down and 20. Throwing on first down. Give up to Crazy Legs. Pounds
they don't give you the ball back, so sometimes I get really greedy.
The quarterback quarterback hit the ground like it was going out of style.
The Bengals will start it from 40-yard line. They're going to throw the 40.
That's some good football there, I tells ya.
Oliver on to the punting. Terrell back to receive. The kick drops on the 18. Collects it at the Monsters will begin at 27. Looking for the open receiver. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He is in.
This game actually isn't okay. So if your goal is to score a ton of points with like a mediocre team, this game actually can get kind of hard. But generally speaking, I can't read a defense. Alright.
That's what I call football.
Back to receive the kick. Kick it out here. They're going to let this one bounce.
We're actually gonna. I don't know. I think we can do this.
Keeps it on the ground. Up the middle. Dropped for a loss. The Bengals will start from 19-yard line.
Annoying. Yes. Let's go. That's what we're
That was some play, buddy. Wow.
The Monsters will begin.
I just want to beat the ball as hard because the other team plays ball. Man, this is so bad. I'm playing really badly. Alright. So, I don't know.
He goes down.
The quarterback is tackled.
It looks like Keisha is going to be kicking off. Isaac to receive it, lets it land, brings it in at the 19. Here come the Bengals from 31. Sacked.
That was the best sacking I've seen since I went to the grocery store with my mom. Boy, those clerks know how to sack groceries.
Second down, third and 29. They go to the air. It's picked off.
That was some play, sonny. Wow.
The Monsters will start out. It is a foot race. They score. Drew has scored 3 touchdowns today.
I once ate 3 pizzas.
See, I'm down. What is that? 4 points, 6 points, 8 points. I'm down 8 points. I would be on pace for the 120 that we need. But instead, I'm only scoring 24 points. I'm supposed to get in 3 touchdowns and 4 touchdowns. And maybe I should like edit my playbook just for this. This is not good. Yeah, well, no, this will do it.
Looks like they're going to the air.
That's not a good pass. I could have made that pass.
Hold in. That's two.
I got it.
Waiting for the kick.
They're tall.
Kick it off here. Lets it drop. We'll bring it back from the ball is free. The Bengals recovered it on the Bengals 27-yard line. Oh, passes it. It is caught. Gain of 14.
Great play by
The Bengals have it at 42-yard line. Quickly dumps it off to the left side. Caught. 42. Yellow dog.
Oh, this is the play.
Interception. Look at him
So,
go.
that play is special. Because the computer does one very, very specific thing. And that thing, especially in my play with sleepers, it's a cool play against the computer because sometimes, actually no, well, but the quarterback is locked into pitching the ball, and as the computer, the computer won't do anything else. Let's see, always pick that, or at least attempt to. Yeah, well, let's see if Ernie steals this open.
Look out to the right.
We got great separation from the coverage.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
See if we can get him like 15 receptions, because that's what you need to start getting.
Bounces on the 7-yard line.
Oh, dude, I missed it. Because, see, 8 speed is not fast enough.
Nobody's running on these kids today.
See, that's why I like putting my guys in like scrimmage. The problem with putting on scrimmage is like they can legitimately go over the top. Really.
He got great separation from the coverage.
Caught and brought down the yellow dog. Hunting it away. Melvin back to receive. Gets it off. Dragged down. The Monsters take over. First and 20. Drop back. Rifles a pass. They score. Melvin has
get an achievement for like 5 touchdowns in the game. You get an achievement for like 15 receptions in the game. I don't remember. It's like 500 yards in the game. Sometimes
Complete 2, Melvin. That's 2 more.
Like normally, it doesn't take me 5 tries to get that. But apparently today, I'm just like really down.
Take it down. The Bengals take over.
That's okay.
16. Setting up the screen.
Yeah, that one's tough because she does legitimately throw either direction. I'm gonna do this. Ooh. Time of possession is crazy. It's kind of funny how it like doesn't matter.
Down and 21. I got
no, catch the ball! That was my moment.
The Bengals recovered it. 3rd down and 25. He hangs on, going for a screen pass.
See, when you want yards, you want safety. You don't really want safety.
Punting it away. Melvin back to receive.
Well, actually, you want the ball to 30.
We'll bring it back from the Monsters. We'll start it from. Nobody's gonna catch that kid.
I should have thrown that pass better. Let's throw it to Melvin, but it's fine. Scores a touchdown. If you can get
If you can throw 5 touchdowns in one game, you must be doing something right.
You don't have to get it all
Right side. Hold in. That's 2. From the 35, Keisha tees it up. Isaac back to receive. They're not touching this one. Catches it at the 1-yard line.
Like one more touchdown, basically. Like I just
11. Toss over to the left side. Bernie with the interception.
That's some good football there, I tells ya.
1st and goal. Touchdown, Rooney. Bernie has just scored the 4th touchdown.
3 is my lucky number.
Drop back. We got it to the right. It is out. You can tack 2 more points on the board for Isaac. Back to receive. Keisha will kick it off here. Lets it drop. Left up. The Bengals.
Oh man, all my people are just tired. It's crazy.
First down and 20.
Can we get it?
Hold in.
Not quite.
Going for a screen
So,
pass here.
in that,
For no gain and
play,
might have lost some yards.
I got him.
Hold in.
That's what I call extra yardage, Sonny.
42.
It's kind of arbitrary, the plays I'm running.
Keisha with the interception.
Looking good.
The Monsters.
On offense, I'm pretty much always trying to throw to the...
I got this guy.
I
got this guy.
The 30. The 20.
I'm trying to throw to the
Touchdown.
wide side of the field. There isn't really enough room to try to throw. Kind of the struggle with this play is because it is a throw to this side of the field play. And, well, when you are on that side of the field, it really goes that way. If the running back is covered, generally speaking, you just throw it every time. But that is a large generalization.
It looks like Keisha is going to be kicking off.
66 points is good.
Back to receive the kick. They're going
Like I
to
said,
let this
I
one
did
bounce.
103
Bring
points
it
per
in
game
at the
once.
8-yard line.
I would love to hit 140.
The Bengals start at their own 18-yard line.
Oh, easy. That is... No!
Well, for the ball.
Not fair.
Who knows who's got the ball now?
Nowhere to go. Ouch! Tackled for a big
Oh no.
loss.
What's his face is wide open.
Nice job of looking off the receivers.
Gain of Yellow Dog.
Oh, shoot.
Oliver.
Shoot. Yes.
It is a foot race. 6 points.
I think that's 10 touchdowns. I think I'm supposed to be at 80 points, and I'm not at 80 points. And that makes me really sad.
I got this guy.
See, that was the play. That was the play where they start coming back. But I threw it at the time where he was wide open and he didn't catch it because he only had 7 touchdowns.
And the Monsters are in the lead by quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
72-0.
What a blowout. I haven't seen this sort of disaster area since the last time I had to clean my room.
Gosh, I love check downfield. He's just the best.
Melvin,
I would run the ball
waiting
at some
back
point.
at the
There are
16-yard
a lot of legitimate
Oliver
reasons to
will
run the
kick it
ball.
off here. Lands on the 17.
Not
Catches it
necessarily
at the
right now.
13-yard line.
Because what happens is when you start running the ball with front plays, the computer will start like blitzing every time, and then your players get even more wide open. We're gonna.
The monsters will begin at 31. They're going to throw. Drew, rifles a pass.
That pass is not that hard. I missed it twice.
It falls incomplete.
Throw it around the shoelace. Tough to make that happen.
On the monsters,
It's actually kind of a hard pass because if you underthrow it, it's just like an easy interception.
Caught and brought down at the first down. First and goal. Looking for the open receiver. They try to drop it in the back of the end
Let's just like
zone.
score a touchdown. Oh geez, and now he's wide open.
Looking to the end zone. It's blocked.
The key to good blocking, Sonny, is knowing how to block.
I got it.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Melvin has 5 TDs today.
5 is a whole lot of touchdown passes, Sonny.
I got it. Back to pass. Toss over to the left side. Has it.
I haven't really been reading the
Back to
though, and I really
receive.
probably should have been.
Will be starting it off. Let's it drop. Tosses it back.
Oh, catch the ball. It was just a little off.
That was some play, Sonny.
When you're at 10 speed though, that's like it's ridiculous. Like, because it's just so hard to work with.
Tosses it
See
back
here, I did it
with the interception.
That's what I call football.
The monsters have it at the 1 yard line. That's 6.
I put Melvin at running back.
I got this guy. Fades back to pass. Tosses it to the right. Complete to Melvin. That's 2 more for, it looks like Keisha is going to be kicking on. Isaac waiting back at the 15-yard line. First down and 20. Tosses it back to Oliver. Might have been tipped.
I didn't quite do that one right. That's another play. That's another one of those like trick play, or one of those like plays that you just kind of go and intercept the pass.
I got it for a screen pass here. That brings up 4th down. Brandon punting it away. Back to receive the punt. Puts his foot into it. Drops on the 29. Gets it.
That kid has nowhere to go.
Here come the monsters from Drew has now thrown a mind-boggling 10 touchdown passes today.
You gotta be kidding me. That kid has scored 10
I would say it is mind-boggling, but it's
that can't be right. Can it?
he like didn't jump in.
Intercepted.
That was really bad.
To receive it, Keisha will be starting it off.
Really bad at those 2 points.
Lets it drop.
This
Catches
is not
it at
optimal,
the
by the way.
The ball is free.
You gotta like a defense that can use their hands like that.
I got this guy.
I got him.
He got great separation from the coverage.
I mean, they missed
Added some extra yardage on the end of that play, and
42.
that never hurts.
Oliver, is that a screen pass? Yes. For no
They're actually like a bubble play.
I got him.
When the quarterback is tackled, Sonny, it usually results in a sack.
16.
Oliver on for the punt. Melvin waiting
really
back
short.
at the 40.
Oh, dude, we're not going to get a punt return touchdown
They're
on a
not
guy with
touching this
7
one.
speed,
We'll
are we?
bring it back.
No!
It is a foot race.
Was bouncing around like a
wanted it
pinball
so
out there.
bad.
Wow.
The
wanted it really
monsters
bad.
are starting.
Because you never get punt return touchdowns, or you never get return touchdowns at all in this game. And you especially don't do it when your guy doesn't have the maximum amount of
Over the right-hand side. Complete. That's 2. Isaac to receive it. Keisha will kick it off here.
Actually, like,
they're not touching this one. We'll bring
well,
it
they're not
back
super
from
tough,
the
they do run plays.
26-yard line.
You get like the worst is like the teams that don't
Start at the 30-yard.
I got this
Swings
guy.
it to the left.
Oh, yes. Let's go. Alright.
That's some honest-to-goodness football being played out there, Sonny.
On the Monsters, 18-yard line. Looks like they're going to the air here. On the Monsters, 5-yard line. Fades back to pass. You'd better believe that's a touchdown. Drew has now
I'm not getting excited every touchdown.
400 yards in the game.
400 yards adds up to a whole lot of passing, Sonny.
It's intercepted.
Looking good.
From the 35, Keisha tees it up. Isaac back to receive the kick. They're going to let this one bounce. Isaac gets it.
That went all the way.
Count 4 interceptions. Like, I think they're like all on 2-point conversions. It's really bad.
They're going to throw. Terrell
Like I said, safeties aren't great, so it's fine. They do give you the ball back, but you have to work down the ground. And sometimes in a faster-paced game,
for no gain.
when you're trying to do this sort of thing, it just gets really awkward. Because like it takes a long time to cross the field. I mean, even if you have a guy that's just going to outrun everybody, it would still take a long time.
Lets it drop.
But
The monsters
did it on the 50,
will take over at the first down and 20, drops back, throws it to the flat.
But like I don't even have a guy with this speed. But you see, it just takes a run. It's on the 50. It's a lot different than on the 20. This is sometimes actually run good coverages. The biggest problem with this game is that the computer doesn't.
Guns it across the middle. That's 2.
Great play by.
From the 35, Keisha tees it up. Isaac to receive it. They're not touching this one. Isaac has got it. The Bengals will start it from they send it airman.
He got great separation from the coverage.
That
So
moves them
you notice the linebacker, right? Linebacker, yeah, is the one that your mouse starts on. So I like to put the defender I want to be controlling on linebacker. The thing is that the defensive line is always here, more or less. Like there are certain formations where he's not, but generally speaking, is like always like right here. And so it's kind of a toss-up between committing yourself to always switching to the defensive lineman and like instead of just starting with the linebacker. But like if I choose a play where I'm already on the line, it's like great.
They will keep it on the ground. Oliver goes straight ahead with it.
If I want to back up with everybody else,
On the
I get kind of
Bengals,
awkward. All that way to
19-yard
go.
I got him.
Quick out to the left side. Complete.
He's too good of a quarterback to get him out of
The other person
time.
that has
I got
She read the play right and threw it to the right receiver.
it's hard to get like the computers. My
Stop that kid.
I got
Looks
this
like a
guy.
screen pass.
Off to the races with
Hey, I got the
blockers out in
ball
front
on
of
the
you.
goal line. That's awesome.
I got this guy. Complete to
Got it.
Butterfly is over the line.
If you get 20 touchdowns in the season, you get
I got this guy. Fires it down the middle of the field. It looks like is going to be kicking off. Isaac waiting back at the 15. Drops on the 11. Oliver has got it. The Bengals will start at their own 16-yard line. That is a free
Give it
ball.
to me.
Picked up by Oliver.
I did the thing.
16. Going for a screen pass here. Nowhere to go.
Safeties are tough in this situation because there's only 10
Third down
seconds.
and 34.
There we
They've
go.
turned the
That's like
ball
much better.
over.
That's like much better. Because like a safety would have been really dicey if I would have had the time to score. I might have, especially since this is game 1, created good game. 130. That should be like 150.
I got this guy.
Kind of fast.
Taken down.
I won't.
It looks like the defense is going to be kicking off. Isaac waiting back at the 24-yard
130 points,
line.
that's fine.
Bounces
It's like
on
not
the 21-yard line.
like-
Brings it
like I
in
said,
at
it
the
was like 140, so
28-yard
getting things that are
line.
less
The
than
Bengals will start at their own
This is like, I'm just
38-yard
going
line.
to
Looks like they're going to the air here. Terrell put that one in the books. The Monsters clobbered them 130-0.
This team played like some kind of unstoppable giant football playing machine today.
Oh yeah, did you hear that? Unstoppable giant football playing machine. So let's see. 15 receptions a game, 300 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns. Easy. Running is way more important. I'm going to edit him a little bit. You actually, on the created kid screen, you can't go above 7 on any of his stats. And so you kind of have to get to the screen to get there. This is fine. Eventually, we want him to have 10 catching, and then we're pretty much just going to put every other achievement in blocking and tackling. We will get him some running back achievements, but I'm not going to go for getting every single achievement, which, if you get every single achievement, you get... I don't know if you get him completely filled or just almost filled, but it's actually pretty close. But the problem is like you have to have a game where you have to have a game where he's not the receiver and it's really awkward. So let's play a game with our new and improved Melvin. gosh, 69% with 4 interceptions. That's so bad. Like, see, I'm like leading the league in interceptions, except for against the team that I just got 11 interceptions against. 11 interceptions. Like, I felt like I didn't do well, but I mean, I got 103 points, so that's what all you can really ask for, especially in game 1. But yeah, I know I could have scored way more points than that if I would like hit my.
Melvin, back to receive. Daisy will be doing the kicking.
Dude,
They're not touching
this
this
feels
one.
really fast. I chose this as
Catches
the
it
home.
at the
This is
4.
a home field. I'm
Knockdown.
pretty sure that this field is one of the fastest. I don't know that for sure, but I think it is.
From
Speed is super
18,
important.
fades
When
back
you're trying
to
to score
pass,
out
the
points, you gotta
50,
just
the
go really
40, the 30, the 20, the 10. You better believe that's a touchdown.
83 yards. I don't know. I think I've got a 99-yard on the
I got this guy.
Look at Melvin pitching the ball. That's 2.
That's
I
some
have gotten like
ball there, I tell ya.
Stall waiting back at the 15-yard line. Keisha will be starting it off. They're going to let this one bounce. The Ravens recover it and start it at the on their own 24-yard line.
My computer does this weird thing that I hate that it does. It isn't constantly charging when it's plugged in for some reason. So it does this thing.
Throws it to the flat and it drops incomplete.
Because obviously what? I just have a laptop. Normally I could just unplug it and plug it back in and then we're fine, but yeah, plugged in charging now. Well, it should be fine. That should be fine for a while. Let's see how long it is.
The Ravens will start at 24-yard line. Fired into the flat. They've turned the ball over.
Hey, how about that?
Oh, easy.
First and 20.
Easy.
Looking for the open receiver.
I can
The
actually
20
make that
looks
pass?
like
Like, what?
Rudy.
See how I was like overthrowing him last game? This is why I was overthrowing him. Oh, dude.
They go to the air. You can
See,
get
last
2 more
people
points on the
didn't have
board
short people.
for, it looks
So I
like
couldn't-
Keisha is going to be kicking off. Stall back
He was
to
starting off
receive the
okay.
kick. Drops on the
16 points in the
6. Catches it at the 1.
It's like what you it's like the benchmark essentially.
Dumps it off the halfback. Drops for a loss.
Looking
They have
good.
On
they
the
have a couple
line,
formation drills.
13-yard line. Looking to throw.
Got it.
She goes down.
When the quarterback is tackled, Sonny, it usually results in a sack.
Drops back to
Didn't work
pass.
because I
Zena
moved the other
passes
guy.
it. Incomplete.
When you have a defender beat that pass, you're likely to make a big play.
Daisy on for the punt.
Back to
Melvin
later.
back to receive. The kick
Oh,
catches
they have
it
a
at
fast
the
dude.
29. The Monsters will start in good field position.
Ricky Johnson almost picked
has
that.
scored.
I once ate 3 pizzas.
Melvin has just scored the
3 is my lucky number.
Sometimes like those
Complete.
dudes can pick it up.
So lucky.
It looks like Keisha is going to be kicking off. Star back to receive. They're not touching this one. Star gets it. Here come the Ravens from 10.
She ran the play right and threw it to the right receiver.
For no gain and might have lost some yards. On the
There's certain
Ravens
plays that are telegraphed, there's certain plays that are
line.
less
Dumps it off to
telegraphed,
the
let's put it
left.
that way.
If I had that kind of protection when I was playing, I wouldn't have had all those headaches.
On their own 21-yard
there
line.
it is.
Interception.
Great play by Ernie.
Oh,
This
pick.
could be it. It's intercepted.
You gotta like that, Sonny.
First and 20.
Oh, this is gonna be strapping.
Gives it to
Yeah,
Star.
super
Up
awkward.
the middle she
Because,
goes.
like, you see last game, that's
Huge hole.
information.
Runs for a gain
It's a
of
different
9.
play.
On the Ravens,
You just don't know.
29-yard line.
So you're
Give
probably
up.
just- See, even there, I think they were running 2 different plays out of
Recovered. Sees daylight.
For that play.
Runs for a gain of
Like, it's not like I don't recognize these plays, but I just don't know always really
for no
fathom
gain and might
which
have
play
lost
was-
some yards.
The receiver had a lot of help on that play. Had a whole bunch of blockers.
Daisy on to do the
Yeah, she
punting.
doesn't take very
Melvin
far.
waiting back
I
at the
gotta take
46-yard
that
line.
into account.
Leads one.
Safeties are probably fine.
Monsters have it at 21.
Wide open. It's like they're trying to stop the run on the final season, so it takes the computer a couple games to learn that. I can run the ball now.
Fires
It's
it down
fine.
middle of the field.
I can run the
It looks
ball
like
now. It is
Keisha
fine
is going to be
that,
kicking off. Star to receive it, lets it land. Receives it at the 21-yard line. The Ravens will start in from 32. Looks like they're going to the air here. She is on her way down.
The quarterback hit the ground like it was going out of style.
On their own 22-yard line. It's intercepted.
That is what they have to do.
On the Monsters' 8-yard line.
I think we go like this.
Fires it down the middle of the field. That brings up second down. The Monsters.
Because what happens is like they dive for the ball.
Touchdown passes.
I can
If you can throw 5 touchdowns in one game, you must be doing something right.
It's picked up. Waiting for the kick.
Not my
We'll be
fault.
starting it
Some of
off.
these are my fault.
Let's it
Some of these
drop.
are not my
Star
fault, and that was
has
the
tackled you.
It's amazing how many points you leave on the board when you don't get the 2-point
The
conversion.
Ravens will start it from 9. Sets up the screen.
Sometimes they
Incomplete.
throw it the other way, but that's usually they throw it in one direction.
Angles it up
and
the middle.
They're pretty set on throwing.
Brings up third down.
Never got
On the Ravens' 4-yard line.
I got this
Look
guy.
out. Pick off.
That was some play, buddy. Wow.
The Monsters scored a touchdown. Long drop. Flips it over to the left-hand side. They make the 2-point conversion.
Having some extra yardage on the end of that play. That never hurts.
Star back to receive the kick. Keisha will kick it off here. They're not touching this one. We'll bring it back from the Ravens. We'll start it from 20. Swings it to the left.
That kid was like some kind of out of control, uncontrollable thing.
Right. Look. 42.
Oh, pick that.
Complete for a 3-yard
I
gain
went in the
on
path
the
of the ball.
Ravens' 31-yard
Let's start
line. It will
like
be
forward.
Star up the middle, drop for a loss. It will be
These two
4th
plays are the
down.
same formation. In this play, they always throw here, and they usually throw it in this path. It's just, it isn't, but not.
Daisy will be
You can't like
punting
just
it
like
away.
sit there. The
Melvin
computer is
to
a
receive
little
it.
bit,
Booms
not like the
one. Will
worst.
bring it back from
It
the
can do a
45-yard
little
line.
bit of
The Monsters will start at their own
easy.
40.
Yeah.
Drew fades back to pass.
I wasn't sure how he was.
Drew guns it.
Nobody was covering that.
That was tough because the shorter dude was fast.
On the roller court, it looks
Ernie
like
didn't get in the path of the
is
ball.
going to be kicking off. Star
probably shouldn't
waiting
make that
back
throw.
at the
This was
15. Drops on the
I really should
14.
say
Brings it in at the 3-yard line.
Like starts like just like flipping everything.
The
I guess it's
Ravens
serious.
will start it from 15. Tries a screen pass. That's touchdown,
You
folks.
can get games where you just do that all game. And you just score something defensive touchdown.
Drew rifles a pass.
Nice job of looking off the receiver.
Star back to receive. Keisha will be doing the kicking. They're not touching this one. Catches it at the 15. The Ravens will start it from 23.
I got there. Ernie
No one
Steele with the
else
defensive
to
touchdown.
beat.
What? He has like 60. Yes, let's go. Sometimes you can get your own computer players to get there, but sometimes you can't, so I like to try to randomly do it. Didn't quite do it. Let's get this play, because we should be,
I shall cover this.
Fires! They've turned the ball over.
That is what you want to see.
It looks like Keisha is going to be kicking off. Star back to receive. They're not touching this one. Star
Yeah,
has
see, now
got
all
it.
of the, like you guys might not notice, but all of the plays are not flipped on the defensive playbook, and you can't really flip
The
them.
Ravens will have the ball at 21.
It gets really awkward. It's
Looks
not-
like a
it's not
screen
the
pass.
worst, it's just-
It'll be
See,
second
you guys
down.
time it right. It's supposed to be just like super simple, but
Star Complete for a 3-yard gain.
Added some extra yardage on the end of that play, and that never hurt.
On their own 24-yard line. Tries a screen pass. Daisy on to do the punting. Melvin back to receive. Kicks it. They're not touching this one. The Monsters on the Monsters 25-yard line. Toss over to the left side.
She doesn't always work that way.
Drew has passed for over 300 yards today.
You gotta like it when your quarterback can put up those kind of numbers.
Look out! Hold in!
Great job by the offensive line.
You can pack 2 more points on the board for from the 35. Keisha tees it up. Star back to the center. Bounces on the welcome back. It's halftime.
But it actually, I think it was 180 in a very
It looks like
specific.
Keisha is going to be kicking off.
It was like one
Star
time.
back to receive
You
the
don't-
kick.
you don't hit that
They're
high
going to
very
let this
often.
one bounce.
In fact, I don't even
First
hit
down and
150
20.
that often, but it can happen.
I got him.
Setting up the screen.
What?
It'll be second
How
down.
was that? How was that not what I was supposed to do there?
Left. 16. Hot.
Oh,
Going
she
for a
did throw
screen
it there,
pass
and
here.
it wasn't an interception.
Couldn't
Oh
have
man,
done
can I
it
beat
better
that?
myself.
I might be able to take advantage of that. Oh no, this is just a run.
That QB
Oh,
is
shoot,
gonna
I could've
feel
picked
that in the morning. Heck, I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
Daisy on for the punt. Melvin to receive it.
I gotta
Kicks
start
it.
just going for
Catches
sacks
it at the
and getting safeties,
43.
because when she can't kick very hard.
The Monsters will start in good field position. Fades back to pass. That is a touchdown. Melvin has 10 catches in the game so far.
Wow, that kid sure is popular today.
Passes right down the middle.
If I had that kind of protection when I was playing, I wouldn't have had all those head injuries.
From the 35, Keisha tees it up. Star to receive it. Lets it land.
On my record for most
On the
points.
Ravens' 40-yard line. Going to the air.
Only do
Incomplete.
that.
They blow it.
It'll be second down on their own 40-yard line. Was the first to get there.
That was the best sacking I've seen since I
Like
went
the
to the grocery
championship
store
game
with
for
my
the
mom.
season.
Boy, do those clerks
Playing
know
it
how to
down
sack
there,
groceries.
the field
Great
is like
protection by the line.
extra
Daisy
fast.
on to do the
Absolutely
punting.
fast.
Melvin
Skill
to receive
game.
it. Gets
And
it
you
off.
end up running
Drops
so
on the
fast that you can just
34.
score just
Receives it at the
absurdly
25-yard
stupid amounts of
line.
points. Like, this
The
game is already
Monsters
pretty
will
fast.
start at 44, the 30, the 20, the 10,
Just screw it, Paul.
10
That wasn't
touchdowns. I didn't
The
score 10
computer does a lot
touchdowns in
more
my
trailing than
entire
they do
career.
leading. They can do some leading sometimes, and I wish
A
they would do more
mind-boggling
of it.
10 touchdown passes today.
Like,
Adds 2 more for
But
the Monsters.
That kid was like some kind of out of control, uncontrollable thing.
It looks like Keisha is
Well, their
going
call
to
is
be kicking
harder,
off.
but, you know,
Star waiting
you
back
have to
at
be
the
fast.
25. On their own
They're not trying to
20-yard
say,
line.
That's some blocking.
Going for
Yeah,
a
see,
screen
sometimes
pass
they do
here.
throw it the other way.
Hot.
Not often,
Great
but
protection by the line.
The Ravens
shoot,
will
this is
start
what's
at 16-yard
I keep telling
line.
myself I should get
They
the
are
safeties and keep not getting sacked.
G-O-N-E
now we're like
on
out
the
of safety
Ravens'
territory, too.
41-yard
But we're
line.
just gonna
They go to the air. The 40.
block,
That moves them to
apparently.
the
Okay,
34-yard line. On the Ravens' 34-yard line.
I got him.
Nina
There
fades
it
back
is.
to
That's what I
pass.
was
She goes down.
Dang it, I keep being
It's
blocked.
picked
Oh,
off.
I got it.
That's the 5th interception today for on the Monsters' 48-yard line. The 20, the 10.
That was kind of awkward timing. You kind of want to lead them, but kind of had to lead just to kind of get a clearer view of what the defense is. Alright, let's actually just
Going to throw. Pass over to the left side.
not play the run the same way.
They had to use the whole team to stop that kid.
It looks like Keisha is going to be kicking off. Star to receive it. Lets it drop. Star has
I do way
got
more
it.
reading than it seems to work.
The Ravens will start at their own 14. Keeps it on the ground. Star gets the ball and splits it up the middle on the Ravens' 16-yard line. A quick pass to the left side. Complete for
Fine,
on
be
their
like that.
own
Fine. We're just gonna
20-yard
stop you
line.
'cause I don't
She
care.
goes down.
The quarterback hit the ground like it was going out of style.
Daisy will be punting it away. Melvin
What?
to receive it.
She hasn't kicked it that far
drops
the
on the
entire game. Why did she
5-yard
randomly
line.
kick it that far
Melvin
today?
gets it.
Nice.
The Monsters will start
Like,
from
what the heck?
36, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Scored points. Drew has now thrown for an astounding 500 yards.
500 passing yards is not even legal.
Looking to
game,
throw,
like-
quickly dumps it off to the left side.
Great job
When
by
you
the
play with the
offensive line.
worst
It
team,
looks like
I'm at the
Keisha
point
is
where I
going to be
can't really
kicking
get the
off.
computer
Star
to beat me,
waiting back
but
with the
like it is,
25.
but like the
They're
game,
not
you
touching
do
this
have to
one.
actually
Star
kind of
gets
work
it.
to win the game. But
The Ravens
don't, like,
will get the
lose
ball
the game.
at 14. Is that a screen pass? Yes! Incomplete! Second down and 20. Back to throw. Zena passes it.
Yeah.
They are Gone.
I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna blitz 3 people.
42!
Oh,
42! I got this. Slings it to the left. Brings up second down. On their own, 48-yard line. Throw to me.
2 of them get
They
blocked.
send it airmail. Nobody's gonna catch that kid.
See, look how much time is wasted when
nobody.
they score. Like, I don't care that they score. It's not point differential that I'm focused on, but it does waste a ton of time every time they score.
Will try to
Really?
tack on an extra
And
point.
they're blocking me.
Ernest was the first to get there.
Our QB is
Against
gonna
this
feel
stupid
like
team, how do you get
that
that?
is
Against other teams, you can do that.
It looks like Daisy is going to be kicking off. The ball
Oh
is
no!
That defense is
No!
a scrappy
What are
bunch.
you doing?
And when you're scrappy, good things happen.
First and 20. Quickly dumps it off to the left side. Picked off.
I tried to get
Hey,
down,
how about
not only
that?
for the extra
First
yards,
down
but
at
just
20.
like,
Drops
play
back.
really fast and
Ritter
just
passes
kinda
it.
got it.
The 20.
You can't throw it sooner or else you're just gonna
Is
like
a
take it.
touchdown.
Not because they're fast, they're calls. You kind of gotta like let them actually go down. I think there's only gonna be 2
Looking to throw.
3 ones is really
Quick
tiresome.
out.
He got leg separation from
If you throw it really hard,
They make the
people
two-point conversion. It looks like Keisha is
I guess
going to be
crazy
picking off.
things do
Star
but
waiting
you
back
can
at
fit
the
it in tight windows
25-yard line. Lets it drop. Collects it at the 29.
But you can get
Getting
kind
up
of
the Ravens from 33. Sacked by Terrell.
The quarterback hit the ground like it was going out of style.
Picked off.
Looking good.
They can do that 3 plays in a row. It'd be easy safety territory.
They're looking to catch it.
Nice.
Here.
I got it. Let's
He
go.
is in.
I'm okay with Aaron Stone getting yards. Like, he's really good. He's supposed to be my goal line guy. And then, like, it's just kind of awkward.
Rifles a pass.
I just
Star
get-
to
the problem is
receive it.
Duke left us as a
Keisha
real
will be
straight.
starting
I
it off.
could
Bounces
try
on
other
the
quarterbacks, I guess, that seem
20-yard
like
line.
this, but
Will bring it back from the 24-yard line. The Ravens have it at 31. Quick out. Brings up
'cause the eights
second
get a lot of,
down. Second down and 20.
like generally speaking, the eights can throw far.
She
but they
is
can't
on
throw
her way
fast.
down.
When the quarterback is tackled,
Great,
buddy,
man, throwing a lot of
it usually
body
results in a
passes. That's
sack.
fine.
Third
What?
down and a
How's that not
long
an
way to go.
interception?
Daisy caught it. Going for a screen pass. Fourth and forever. Looks like a screen
It's not like I never
pass.
catch
Couldn't get the
I complain
handle.
about
They'll
every
turn it over on down. The Monsters will begin at 18-yard line. Throws it to the flat. He
Got it.
hangs
Let's
on.
go.
Holds on for a second and goal. Looking into the end zone.
Sometimes
That's
I
it.
throw it to
Touchdown, folks. Bernie has just
Not
scored
very
their third touchdown.
Three is my lucky number.
Back to throw. Sets up the screen.
Sometimes it's just because like, you're really tired.
Great play by
Star back to receive. Keisha will kick it off here.
Would have been
They're
nice
going to let
if
this
we
one
would've
bounce.
gotten 40 this game. Oh my goodness. Here's our chance. I kind of have to hit this pass.
Into the corner. It is a touchdown.
Kind of. 134.
They go to air. That's two.
That's what I call extra yardage, Sonny.
It's a final. The Monsters clobbered them. 136-6.
These kids really played like champs today, son.
Did I get 500 total yards in game and 20 touchdowns this season in 2 games, by the way. Oh, sweet. So he's finished. Gotta check. I think I've had this glitch out before, so I have like a habit of checking. So now he's like where you want him to be. If I was gonna go for like trying to max him out, maybe I would have maybe this would have been a good game to take off all his catching and load up on kicking, because you get an achievement for 5 field goals in a game, so you just do it once, and then there's actually an exploit. Now that I think about it, I used that exploit. Actually discovered this exploit, let's put it this way. I've never like watched videos on this. By the way, appreciate. Well, the way I got this guy was I gave him a bunch of kicking stats, and then like the next game I took off all of his kicking stats, but the computer for whatever reason registered that he still had like the 7 kicking or whatever, and so I was able to just kind of loop that and I mean, I finished the season, but like just get like stupid amounts of stats. This is supposed to be a casual team I just kind of picked. But I think I could have sworn that this was the team that by the end of the game, yeah, like I was just kind of like whatever, I don't really feel like trying. But I got like 156 points of the game, and I didn't really like trying. And then I was like, well, maybe we'll start trying to score a little bit. But I mean, I didn't really do anything special in the Cereal Bowl, so it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like I got this guy. He's a thing that exists. So this run is supposed to be the same thing of trying to get this guy maxed out, but without using the exploit and trying to score as many points in the game as possible. This is where I got the 176. I don't think I've ever gotten 176 points in the game otherwise. I mean, I think I might have hit 180 once, but it would have been like one time. This is actually surprisingly rare. Also, and these games are unusually low only because like the setup is like the same. I think I have the same setup otherwise. But yeah, I took a game where I gave him some passing, and I took a game. Well, and I tried to take a game where I gave him defensive stuff. I did give him some defensive achievements, but not many, not as many as you want, because you need like 20 tackles in a game, and I didn't commit all of the way because like on this team, which I think it's the same team. Yeah, it's the same team, except like Keisha Phillips is here instead. Like you just kind of need him on offense. Also, the 80 completion percentage it's just so beautiful. Like I just haven't been doing that on this run nearly as much. Like look, I threw 7 interceptions. Like in half a season, like I threw 11 interceptions that other run at an 80% completion percentage. But you can see how I complete game. Like sometimes you go against teams like game 1 and you don't struggle the entire game, so you can actually like not throw interceptions and get your completion percentage up. But it's really hard to get higher than 80. Like just in general, like just things happen and stuff. Yeah. Well, let's go to game 3. Whoa, dude. Really? 130, 136. That's, like, really good. We got our dude. I don't know that the pluses and minus actually mean anything in this game. In, like, Backyard Baseball, it's, like, the most... Or Backyard Baseball 2001, which is the other backyard football game, or backyard sports game that I've had. It was, like, everything. Like, you would, like... Every single week, you check all of your players and adjust your lineup according to plus and minus. But in this game, I don't think that they do anything. I think I don't know. I've never seen them make an impact. Also, I've seen it before where, like, this is kind of funny because, like, the plus and minus will, like, turn you into another player sometimes. Like, literally. Like, I've seen it where, like, people get, like, tons of minuses in catching and running, and a ton in blocking and tackling and passing to become Kimmy Ekman, like specifically Kimmy Ekman, who is who is this person? Like, specifically these specific stats, but I've never seen it make an impact. I don't really understand. I don't know. This game's kind of glitchy. I don't remember where the glitch is. There's like a glitch in the record book where they like don't register, or at least there was. Maybe it's not there anymore, or maybe it's like it was something like if you get like it was like passing yards, but like if you get it over a certain amount, it doesn't count. Oh wait, I can prove this because. Oh, no, I can't. I think maybe if it's like if you get over a certain amount, I don't really remember, but all I know is that I've had this game for a long time, and it like has gotten a little bit more glitchy as the years went on, and I'm not really sure why. Maybe not though. We'll see. We'll see what the record book says after this season, because I have a feeling that there's going to be a record or two that it will have 100% set that the computer won't save, but. That might not be true anymore, which would be really exciting because I really like. Oh, the other glitch is though is that every once in a while, like if I don't play this game for a long time, it just erases all my data. I'm not really sure why that happens.
Salutations, sport.
Yeah. Whoa! Let's go. This is the Dimitri Dome. This is the fastest field in the game, and you are not allowed to pick this as your home field. So let's hope that
Mickey waiting for the kick.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. You guys are running too fast.
Collects it at the
dude. I don't know about this.
The Jaguars will start at their own 2.
Oh, no!
Throw, safety.
That was not clutch.
Melvin waiting for the kick.
That was awesome.
Ray
so now we're
will
going to
kick
get the ball.
Drops on the 18-yard line.
I don't know. Like, I can't guarantee them going to score extra points on this field, but...
Here come the monsters from 14. Looks like they're going to the air here. Going to the air. Second and 20.
There it is.
They are
G-O-S. And then he actually caught it. This thing's supposed to have 10 catching. Why didn't he catch that?
I made a touchdown. Touchdown,
scored though. That's the important thing. 85 yards. See, as soon as you have to get... See, that's the problem with safety is like, it took so much time just to run through the
Dumps it off to the right side.
That blocking game drew plenty of time to find a receiver.
Mickey back to receive the kick. Keisha will be starting it off. Lets it drop. We'll bring it back from the 12. The Jaguars will start at 25. Throwing on first down. The Jaguars had it at 16-yard line. It was Terrell. Yellow dog. That's 2 points for the defense, and they'll get the ball. It looks like Ray is going to be kicking off. Melvin to receive it. Drops on the 18-yard line. Brings it in at the 12-yard line. The Monsters will begin at 25. Interception!
That is what they have to do.
The Jaguars will take over at the 48-yard line.
That would have been a great pass if it hadn't been intercepted.
First down and 20, looking to throw. They send it airmail. Second down and 20. Looking to throw. They got him.
That QB went down like a sack of potatoes. Get it? Sack? Potatoes? I got a million of them. That's what I call football.
On the Monsters, 47-yard line. The 20! The 10! Touchdown!
I really should turn off animations for that. It's just, without the music, it's like not worth it. It's actually covered down. Listen, they didn't tackle
the ball. They make the 2-point conversion. It looks like Keisha is going to be kicking off. Vicky waiting back at the 25. Drops on the 7-yard line. Receives it at the 16-yard line. From 17. Heat on the give. Up the middle. It'll be second down. On the run. 8-yard line. Fades back to pass. That's 2 points for the defense. It looks like Ray is going to be kicking off. Melvin to receive it. Lets it drop. Catches it at the 32-yard line. The Monsters will begin at could go all the way.
I thought that was going to be picked.
I thought that was going to be an easy caught and brought down at the 2-yard line. Fade in the corner. They score. Drew has thrown for 3 touchdowns today.
I once ate 3 pizzas.
I get away with a lot. You've probably seen.
Yo, Cougar! I got it. Swings it to the left. They make the 2-point conversion.
Great play by
Vicky, waiting for the kick.
I have no idea
will be
why.
doing the kicking. Let's it
Like
drop.
on my screen,
Ray
like
gets
if
it.
if the
Knocks down.
software literally captured what was on my screen, like it actually fills up my screen. Not like, well, I mean, like dimensions stay the same, but it actually fills up my screen. But it's just like this shrunken, like up in the corner.
The Jaguars have it at.
Like I understand this game is low resolution, but it's not really good.
Melvin to receive it. Ray will be doing
we
the
scored more than
kicking.
30 points in the game.
Lands on the 27. Melvin gets it.
If I score here, that means we're on our way to score 160 points in the game, and that's actually really good.
Tackled you.
Yeah,
that's some honest to goodness football being played out there, buddy.
Drew feeds back to pass.
Oh, got it.
It's 6.
See, Ernie is like more open against this team with the defense they're running, but he's like not. I think they're going to cover the running back.
I got this. Drops back pass, dumps it off to the left. Hold in. That moved them to from the 35.
I should have called
Tease it out.
I like figured I
waiting
knew
back
what
at
defense they were running.
the 16. Let's it drop.
Way more impressive, like Tony Romo.
16.
Oh.
Looks like a screen pass.
See,
Brings up second down. Second down.
Not throw it like right at you.
Looks like they're going to the air here. They got him.
The quarterback hit the ground like it was going out of style.
Third down and a long way to go. They're going to throw. Ben passes it. Tipped away.
That is what they have to do. Big plays on defense.
Ray eggs onto the field to punt. Terrell to receive it. Booms one. They're not touching this one. First down and 20. Looking to throw. Going to the air. They've turned the ball over.
That's some honest to goodness football being played out there, Sonny.
First and 20. Is that a screen pass? Yes. Cut.
Vicky was wide open.
Yellow dog.
I guess I'm supposed to come from this side.
They got him.
The quarterback hit the ground like it was going out of style.
So I should just commit to that's safety.
From the 35, Ray tees it up. Melvin to receive
wow, look
it.
at that. I didn't score any points for the first 20 seconds.
Drops on the 28. Receives it at the Padres' hands. It is a scramble for the ball. The Monsters recovered it. Drew guns it. Ankle intercepted.
Hey, how about that?
The Jaguars will take over. The Jaguars will start at 24-yard line. They're going to throw. He goes down. 16. Terrell.
That QB went down like a sack of potatoes. Get it? Sack? Potatoes? I got a million of them.
Melvin back to receive. Ray will be starting it off. Lets it land. Catches it at the 32-yard line. That is a free ball. Picked up by the Monsters. First down and 20. Going to throw. Drew passes it. Melvin pulls it in.
That QB had enough time to get a college swing.
First and goal. Going to throw. They're going for the big enchilada now. You'd better believe that's a touchdown. Drew has now thrown
If you can throw 5 touchdowns in one game, you must be doing something right.
Okay, this is actually beastier blitzing, so this guy should be wide open, but this guy's also taller and this guy's also faster, so like everybody's open, but we're gonna throw it to the open guy.
Couldn't bring it in.
Maybe that
I like know what the play was. I should have like subbed in Keisha, who, well, Terrell Davis, because he got 7 catches.
It looks like Keisha is going to be kicking off. Vicky waiting back at the 16. Lets it land.
But I can do it before halftime.
On the Jaguars, 20-yard line. Drops back. Terrell was the first to get there.
That QB went down like a sack of potatoes. Get it? Sack?
I get that.
Potatoes? I got a million of them.
Melvin back to receive the kick. Ray will kick it off here. Bounces on the 22-yard line. Catches it at the
I actually have to change the playbook. I can show you why, but in the end, I just needed to change the playbook. No. Actually, I kind of like this. It doesn't really matter, but screen's a worthless play.
On the monsters, on the 1 yard line. Pitches it back. It'll be second down.
So it's not even gonna work. I mean, I'm changing.
Looks like they're going to the air here. Drew rifles a pass. Ooh, took the eye off the ball and dropped it. I got the monsters. Have it at 17-yard line. Going to the air. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Complete for some big yards.
I didn't score because of that.
Welcome to halftime, football fans. And the monsters are in the lead by quite a bit. 50-0.
You couldn't ask for a better half.
This is a bad game. This is not going well.
Melvin back to receive. Ray will be doing the
I don't know if there's
kicking.
really any adjustments we can make. It's just the fact that safeties just aren't good.
Lets it drop. Brings it in at the 10-yard
This is actually a good
line.
team. So like,
The monsters will start at their own
I mentioned the field, but the fact that this is a good team is actually causing me a lot of problems. They're also a really fast team. They're height, and so they're just causing
Melvin
problems.
has just scored their third touchdown of the game.
3 is my lucky number.
Problems in terms of scoring 150 points in a game, like that's just not
Passes it to the right. Melvin has it.
You read the play right.
I could mix up my play calling there. I
Mickey
could
back
run
to
different
receive the kick.
plays.
Tisha will be starting it off. Lands on the
I probably should- what I
1-yard
really should
line.
do is just
Ray
put that play
has got it. The Jaguars have it at
Like, that's what
24.
Ernie's
Terrell,
score is
on
for
the bottom of
getting
that
things like
pile.
that.
21.
I got this
Drops
guy.
back to pass,
What?
going deep down the sideline. Incomplete. Brings up third down. On the Jaguars, 22-yard line. Looks like they're going to air here. Fumble.
You gotta just jump on that ball. Sometimes big guys try to pick it up and run with it. And that's when trouble starts.
Ray will be punting it away. Melvin, to receive it, puts his foot into it, will bring it back from the... Here come the monsters. From that 6, Drew has now thrown for an astounding 500 yards.
500 pass.
I have not been appreciating the commentary. Like, I'm supposed to be, like, mentioning it because it's, like, one of the better parts of the game. Kind of. Subbed out for Keisha well, no, this is early in the half. So he gets really tired as the half goes on, but he's not tired yet, so he can catch the ball and score just fine. But it's later when we start having problems. Later when we start having problems. We're gonna try it.
Left, 42.
Play where I told myself I need to come up.
I got him, this
You're
guy.
gonna do that. Like, you can't. It's hard. Like, because the computer has some ability to adjust. It just doesn't have the ability to beat you, which is very disappointing.
Yellow dog.
I kind of wish the computer, they just, like, honestly, actually, all they would need to do to make the computer able to, like, beat a human is, like, take out, like, all of the garbage plays in the playbook. There are so many garbage. Oh, come on. They have one stupid basket.
Touchdown.
It's fine. It's almost, it's like too loud. That's the problem, but I don't want to turn on the game music because it's kind of loud, and I don't want to, oh shoot, why did I throw that? That's what I get when I don't really think about what I'm doing. See, now we're starting to win the field position battle, and we're scoring a lot faster. Because that's the problem with safety. It's like, do you really want a safety, or do you just want, like, them to punt the ball and give it to us at 50? Safety give you the ball, like, plus 20. They give you 2 points.
Yellow dog.
Often isn't, like, the greatest compensation for
tackled you.
That, right? Oh, no way! No, it's fine. Like, I'm not trying to freak out, but, like, what
right.
was
Yellow
that?
dog.
No, I, like, know what that was. That was crazy. Dude, see, defensive touchdowns is the fastest way to score in this game, but you just can't create them every single play, every single game.
I got this guy. I got this guy.
Ricky Lens is not tired enough yet. So he's getting there. He's not that tired yet. That is super nice. This second half. We'll see. We'll see how really good it is.
Right. I got this guy.
That play's called like Jet. Strong Jet.
Yellow dog.
I got this guy.
Yellow dog.
I got him.
Okay, you gotta say. Open's not tired yet, right? Still throwing him on the outside. Oh, come on! Jeez! And now we're losing the field position battle, so it'll take a while to get all the way back to the other side. Which is fine.
16! Left! 16! Put!
Yeah!
42! 16!
Oh, we're gonna...
I got this guy! Right! Put! Left! Hike! Over here!
I made a touchdown!
40!
Woohoo! See, when I actually sit down and read the coverage, this game gets a lot easier. I just spend a lot of time not reading the coverage because I'm lazy. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm going kind of fast and I'm lazy.
Left, right, put!
I got this guy!
So it's hard because parts of this game you kind of have to go fast, parts of this game are okay, going a little bit slower.
16!
One of that fumble, but
Yellow dog!
I think he's actually gonna... Like, safeties are fine. As long as I score on, like, the first play. Oh, dude, when I get the ball to 50, though, safeties are good every single time. It's just the trouble when you get it at the... Oh, no. You see that coverage? So most of the time they follow, but every once in a while they lead. I think... I'm not 100% sure what defenses. But you see the difference between these two defenses. It's like... One's one or the other, I think. Technically... Oh, geez.
Touchdown!
Start running the ball. Like...
I got this guy!
Yeah!
They mix up the personnel sometimes. The computer actually does some subbing. Oh shoot. Okay, good, you got it. Oh, that's my thing with Keisha Phillips is that like when I have her on not on offense, she's actually like my kicker, so she doesn't end up losing her ability to kick. Super nice. Alright. Let's do this one because I want you to stay out of it. Because I think this guy is actually getting tired now. Because he wasn't getting tired earlier. And that's allowed us to get like better position.
I got this
guy.
guy.
I can actually throw it to Ernie.
And he scores!
The problem is, I haven't been able to throw to Ernie on that play. Well, I mean, I could have because he's wide open, but it's just like, you just take a lot of chances just to score as many points as you can.
19, 11, uppercut!
Yeah, oh shoot, everybody was in coverage? I should have ran the ball there. Wow! It's amazing because I like, noticed it, but you have to like throw the ball so fast that I didn't actually stop myself from throwing the ball there. I mean, it's fine.
16, yellow dog.
I got him.
It's still like, holy cow.
Yellow dog. 16, right, left.
Yeah!
Third down. Do I go for the safety? Yeah, let's go for the safety. Oh, shoot. Or not. Apparently we're not going for the safety. We get the pick anyway. So much better. Oh, he's wide open.
I made a touchdown.
wide open. So with this team, I've gotten a lot more. Oh, yeah. From everybody in the coverage on that. So I can start doing basic stuff. Not so much basic stuff as much as like just cheap stuff. Like that. Like running an infantry flex for a 2-point conversion. You can't always know what the computer is going to adjust to, but you kind of know, like, maybe not when they're going to adjust in terms of predicting it, but they don't keep adjusting. Whatever they adjust to, and then they go, and they're actually and they're actually going to throw that direction too. Like I said, if I get the ball at like the 40 or 50, this will be fine. Yes. Alright, I mean, yeah, 40 or 50.
I'm open!
Nice. Got it. Let's go.
I scored! Yeah.
You guys appreciate the stats. Like, I don't appreciate the stats much. It's like, you get so
I'm open!
Oh no. Oh no. They did blitz. That was, that's a thing. Oh gosh, this is so quiet. I don't know what I'm going to do about it yet. I'll have to figure that out later. Oh shoot, that was a bad kick.
32, right? 16, 16.
Oh, yeah!
16, left, 42, hut. 16,
How many times do we gotta tell you, old man? Not like the meme. Oh no, I was going for the interception. Like, I actually was. Like,
16,
backfield. Like,
right? 16, I got this guy.
Oh, dude, now I got first who's super athletic. I hate that so
right.
much.
Hut, yellow
it's the bane of my existence. Like, you will never get a run in this that goes perfect.
Yellow dog.
So there's a lot of, oh shoot, 8 seconds left. Just like 7 seconds, so I can't throw an interception here. Yeah, you gotta get, like, I had to go back just to get him back to run a second play and hopefully get this. This is like the most consistent I have ever played this game in terms of like scoring points per game. Normally it's like,
I got this guy.
Nah, whatever. I mean, it sucks, but. Not with our dude, which was not surprising. This is definitely the most consistent I've ever had. Like, you saw, like, I showed this, or no, shoot, same thing. I showed this. This is like the same type of run, but like, it was like, even in the first 3 games, it was a lot more all over the place, but this is like definitely the most consistent I've ever gotten scores. And like, I sound like I'm complaining a lot. I'm really not. This is actually going pretty well. It's just that you kind of want the spikes and score. You want these to be benchmarks and you want to have spikes. So I'm kind of like, I was excited at the start of the last game because I was hoping that was going to be a spike, but it really wasn't. I don't think I've quite gotten the handle. It's amazing how, like, because of the way other teams shake out, like sometimes your teams can end up having a very interesting and different like feels to them. I think I'm gonna do one more game, and then I'll be done after that. I'll probably show all the like season statistics up to this point at the end of the game. I'm gonna start running the ball today. You know what, let's start the game off with a run. I'm not really, well no, I'm not gonna start the game with a run because I gotta see what the defense is doing, and I have a lot more flexibility.
I got this guy.
Yeah, we're gonna run the ball. Well, I mean, we don't really have to, because it's going to be really slow.
I got this guy.
Oh, Dolores. I don't recognize Dolores. I know some of the players. The best player is a dude named Travis. There's a dude named Kansas Washington. I didn't recognize that.
Left, right, 16.
There's a guy whose name is Han.
I got this guy.
And he's almost always like the leading rusher. Let's see, is he the leading rusher right now? So far away. He can cause a lot of problems. Yeah, I gotta start winning the field. Start hitting the lead. I don't think this guy's gonna hold it. I was gonna throw some anyways because did he have a good enough matchup? I don't want to admit it, but this dude, it stops the play. Like, this team is not easy to get interceptions. So kicker is not great. It's going to get worse as the game goes on. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna run the ball against this team, I said earlier, and we're gonna do that. Oh, no, we're not.
I tackled
you. So the problem is, you can only run the ball. I tried it the second time, because I was wondering if they were going to change defenses. They didn't, but it got a lot more yards. Yeah, no, see, some weird, oh, no!
I got it,
but, we're going to put him back over.
Yo, Bertie, yo!
There it is, the athleticism. You can start jumping stupid high with this creative, especially on these creative kids. Not so much on I told myself.
Right.
Every team. Oh shoot, that's a running play. So they're locked into that. Dude, can I do it?
I got him.
Of course, then they run another play out of the same formation that goes completely the other direction. Spoon fork as opposed to short sweep. That just sucks. Fine, sucks. It means like, it does mean I should go from a certain angle. 24 points in the quarter, that's not so good. But we start snowballing once we start putting pressure on the... Oh, no. I thought I threw that way too far ahead of me. I'm still used to the Dimitri dome. Probably go from here. I don't know why I run that play so much. I mean, I know why I run that play so much. I'm not even running it correctly, so I'm not really sure why. The idea is that I just go for earning over like whoever's guarding it.
Yellow dog. What do you do?
I gambled for it. I won't do that again. Well, I will do
16. Right. 16. Left. Right.
Dang it.
What do you do? Yellow dog. Yellow dog.
This is probably spoon fork again, but you gotta like...
I tackled you!
You gotta like... Gotta...
Touchdown!
Oh man. What? Holy cow. That was... like... Like,
16. Left. Right. Yellow dog. What do you do?
Trying to get the... Not ever gonna...
16. Left.
I got this guy. I hit him and they go down.
Right. What do you do? 16.
Like, when they throw it to the... Oh, that was actually nifty. That's great.
What do you do? 16.
I hit him and they go down.
It's taking a long time
Left.
for me to get the ball back.
Right.
Here, it's third
Right.
down. Oh no. Alright, it's fourth down.
Left.
Punt.
Yellow
kick,
dog.
Oh, dude. Yes, let's go. The field goal return for touchdown. I think this is called a defensive touchdown, but I don't. I mean, it would be a defensive touchdown. Yeah, it would be a defensive touchdown. So I just don't always know how like some of these like older systems, like if they absolutely really know correctly. Like in Backyard Baseball 2001, like the stats. It has like, I got geez, I got getting tired. Really tired. Holy cow. That's not good. Well, I don't have a whole lot of options here. Let's switch to Melvin for a play, but like my position
Yellow dog. 42.
So bad that,
I got this guy.
Blocking and tackling so bad, I forgot. You can still, I mean, like blocking and tackling doesn't really mean that much, but I guess it depends. Some I've heard.
Right. Yellow
well, admittedly, their offense is pretty
I got this guy.
Trying to get sacked.
But 16. But right.
Oh, yeah. At least they got one. He'll have some energy back by the time we're back on offense. I did put him on this, so I guess he won't recover on this play.
I tackled you.
2 seconds, so I have to score on this play.
I made a touchdown.
I was not even looking we're on this side of the field. We score on this side. The ball pushes on this side.
I got this.
I threaded the needle. Did you see how that got through the needle? This is not a good team to run the ball against because they've been mixing up their plays a little bit. But if you throw like every single play to start the season, what you can do is you can,
I got this guy.
I gotta stop doing that because I keep forgetting that they throw down there. Alright.
Right. 42. 16.
I got this guy.
I got this guy.
At least, see? What did I tell you? I mean, it's probably the plays, right? It's the fact that I'm running a different play, but like, what the heck? Oh, dude.
42. Left. Yellow dog.
Very interesting stuff.
I got this guy.
Oh, dude.
I made a touchdown.
Oh, come on. Give it some air juice. I mean, I guess I could blame myself, but I don't know. I didn't think that was that bad of a pass, but then it was.
16. Right. I got this guy.
Oh, got it. There it is. So that's what we're supposed to be doing there. I think we can The computer doesn't take into account situations. Maybe they do a little bit. They do, like, sometimes original with regular play. I do think that it kind of differentiates that a little bit. But, like, I think they kind of just need, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure exactly how it works. Throw it deep, like, the problem is they got 50 yards, and now we're way behind there. Now we're...
I got this guy.
I can't.
Right. Yellow dog. 16. Oof. 16. Right.
There it is.
I got this guy.
I made a touchdown.
Oh man, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
60, left, right, 60, 60.
I got this
Sack,
guy.
even though I see he
Right,
turns.
right,
You can see
yellow
that the
dog.
animation turns. You can't always tell exactly what he's throwing to just because he turns that way. It's kind of.
I'm open.
Safety's fine. Let's see. I don't remember how this kicker. Yeah, the swing kicker's pretty good. Safety's good.
I tackled you.
Not really not. I like it when they do that.
Touchdown.
Computer, I think I've convinced the computer to go for two extremes, either blitz everybody or for coverage, and that's yeah, this again. So, like I said, you can gamble off this game. Yeah, the problem with this being a really consistent run is I haven't gotten to like
60.
see anything crazy. Like there hasn't really been anything like super, like any crazy like sequence.
I hit him and they go down.
Right,
I've had that.
right, 60.
Oh no.
Yellow dog, left, yellow dog.
I got this guy.
I don't know.
Left, 60, right.
Computer just
I got this guy.
go and jump maybe. You right click.
Right,
and jump.
yellow
Like, I
dog.
do have the ability to do that. Oh, that was my moment. It's fine though. I get the ball. Anyway. Love it. Thank you, computer. Do they get like 1 sack on a 2 point side of the did they just give up? Maybe that's what happened. They just gave up.
I got this guy.
Well, I don't know. The problem is like sometimes the dude that crossed the middle is supposed to every single time. You saw that in the first game. Like in the first game, that's all he's doing. It's like
No, it's me.
Yellow dog, 42, yellow dog.
I got this guy.
there it is. There it is. That's what I've been trying to do. This entire time. Like, geez, either Ernie, let Melvin catch it, or catch the pass or something. That was a good See, that's what you get when you throw it as fast as you can, which I did do on purpose, but like, come on. See, I wanted the one where Ernie caught it, that's what I wanted. Like when I miss a pass, like it's just sometimes it takes. Like see, okay, like see, I can just throw to him every single time, most of the time. I just get psyched out of the game. This is after that first game. Look at that. 100 points. We're at 100 points in 30 seconds. Like it's possible to get up to the 130 that we're looking for, but
60.
oh come on. Like I said, like the fact that it's max points makes you like kind of want to complain about every little thing that goes wrong, which I know is incorrect. Oh yes, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Every single. That's what we're looking for. Every single time. Man, it's like it takes me 4 games to get warmed up. And we're still, maybe we can get up to the 100. But
Yellow dog.
tough. Oh no.
I'm
He should Phillips ended up getting the coverage there.
Throw to base. Touchdown.
So many yards. Like I'm not even getting him. I'm just getting the ball so much and throwing it to only him. Like, the other was just coming yards. Pin him back. Oh, see, that's the nice thing about getting him a little more achievements.
Right, left, 60.
Yes. No. Good tackle, please. I didn't think she was gonna score. Get down. Yes. All right. That's what I'm talking about. There's 1 second left, which means we're gonna get a kickoff. Well, okay, let's focus on this. I think we're going to do this, and we're going to just kick the ball outside, and they're going to get it at the 40, and I'm going to go for, actually, wait, I want these two switch. I think we're going to attempt to get a kick. Hard
42, right?
I got guy. Like, yeah, I mean, you can't, like, specifically create it, but, like, let's try it. Long pass over 90. Nice. Well, that's going to be it. First 4 games, pretty good. Pretty consistent. Like, there hasn't been, like, a random, like, less than 80 or less than 100 points game yet, which is good. That's kind of... It's not... It's, like, what you want, but it's not something I've ever had before, so this is actually kind of weird for me. 124 points with the low, which is, like, really interesting. Let's go through some of the statistics. I'm not going to really make any comments on it. Some of this is just for myself, like being able to look back first 4 games. The fact that I only have 36-yard rushing is interesting. The computer hasn't really put me in a position where I want to be running the ball yet, so... yeah, in 4 games, like, look at this. Like, I average over 500 yards per game, which is crazy. It's just, like, it's so funny. You always, like, end up leading the league, like, with attempts, like, so much. And look, the team, Bengals, Ravens, Jaguars, Raiders, right? It's like, the other teams that throw that much are Raiders, Ravens, Bengals, and what was the other one? Jaguars? So the Jaguars aren't on here. It's interesting. But, like, okay. Yeah, no, like, it's just really hard to not lead the league in, like, attempts, completions, and touchdowns. Even if you're playing with, like, a bad team, like if you look at, like, this team, like, the quarterback of the team was, like, her and him, and, like, they both ended up leading the league in, like, yards, but not by that much. Like, if you put them together, right, and as if they played, like, 1 season as a combined quarterback, like, obviously these stats are crazy, but the fact that you can literally play half a season and, like, lead the league season-wise in, like, the cumulative stats. Well, touchdowns, right, like, you can score a lot of points pretty easily, but, like, things like yards and attempts and completions is, like... I don't think that the simulations really simulate it properly. I think they do a pretty good job simulating rushing stuff. They usually end up being about right. Or that was receiving. Well, rushing actually gets really weird, like, because a lot of kids have a lot of crazy yards per rush. Like, the attempts is really weird because, like, look at this. Like, the yards people have a ton of attempts, and the attempts people have even more attempts. Like, it's just really odd. I'm not really sure. A lot of little things that could have been better at this game. Look at this, kicking, yay! I think when I started this game, I had the idea of having him be like a kicker, but or like maybe I started off the season like saying I wanted to score all my points by kicking, which not only wasn't going to happen, but it's not like that interesting. It just isn't an interesting challenge because you have to like purposefully not score touchdowns, and that's just like really obnoxious in certain situations where you have to like force yourself to go out of bounds at like the 1 just to kick a field goal. It's just like it ends up getting kind of frustrating, and it's not like it makes it that hard. I don't know. I could probably do that at some point just to see if I can actually lose a game because it's been a while. Like, I can lose games. It is possible. It's just I don't know. I have to, like, kind of lock myself into certain things to convince the computer to do certain things to kind of lose games. So, like, for example, if I do a playthrough where I literally prevent myself from running the ball ever, so there's a huge difference to the computer whether you run the ball, like, 1 time and you run in the ball like 0 times. If you run the ball 0 times, the computer just starts throwing everybody in coverage literally, and it actually can get hard to throw the ball if you're also playing with a team that is kind of low skill. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the stream. If anybody was watching this, thanks for watching. And I'm gonna try to stream relatively consistently. I have a lot of time in the mornings right now, so